Yo, yo, welcome back to another episode of the Casual Experts with Mike Theory and myself, LA Icon. And today we have the ever so controversial Tito Mercado. What's cracking, fool?
Man, just chilling. Just chilling.
You ready to add those bouts or what?
Yeah, that's probably the most exciting thing about next week. I mean, I already like knocking fools out, but damn, not to finally get ranked in those organizations, that's just it's gonna be lit. Now, like these fools kind of have no choice but to face me now, so it gets a little more exciting.
I'm, I wonder what kind of crazy you're going to say today, brother.
Me, we'll see, we'll see.
What you got for this gentleman today,
Well, we,
sir?
we got the fight June 14th, right? That's pretty much around the corner. What's been the biggest focus in this camp leading up to this fight?
I mean, it's always man. I mean, every camp's. I mean, I guess we like strategize it different, right, for different opponents. But I mean, it's always the same. Man, at the end of the day, just knock out, bring some eyeballs to the damn TV, and this time, man, really just to collect those belts back home. I mean, there's really no different with any other fighter, man. Just different strategies, different game plans that we implementing. Other than that, the work is really just the same. To be honest with you.
Do you feel any like added pressure because of those? Yeah, because you're going for two bouts, right? But also being on like the Hitchens and Cambosis card. Do you feel any added nerves or do you feel any more motivation?
Hell no, the boys are trash. I got no pressure. I feel like I'm the main event. Hell no, I got no pressure to. Honestly, I feel like though they could do the best performance of their life, I could do a shitty one. I feel like I'll still outperform them. So, in that sense, I got no pressure. But I want to say pressure. I feel like it's more out of motivation though. Now I'm like kind of getting like closer to my goal of fighting for a world title shot. So for sure, like motivation for sure, but pressure, hell no, those guys are garbage.
And why, like in your eyes, like why are they garbage? Like what sets you what separates them from you or them from any people else in the division?
Man, it's just like I mean, we already seen Cambosos, man. He's a one hit wonder. You got lucky with that Teofimo fight. After that, he's been getting fucking whooped by everybody, damn near everybody, every single fight. So for him to even be getting a shot at Hitchens, and Hitchens wanting to fight him, I get it for the name wise, but other than that, I mean, it makes no damn sense. And Hitchens, man, I don't know, I'm just not impressed with him. He talks too much, acts like he got a fan base in New York. Shit, he pulled up to the damn that Garcia Romero, the whole like the Times Square fight, acting like he
Yeah.
had a fan base and shit. Nobody was there for his ass. Nobody even knew who the he was in New York. So it's just like guys like that, man, just annoy the out of me. So yeah, I mean, I guess in that sense, man, they just I don't really see them. They're nothing special to me. So that's why, and I'm getting an IBF belt. So
Yeah.
hopefully I'm able to push that fight, especially with
It's
both with the same promoter.
so the IBF, right? And then the W is it WBC Continental Americas, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm going for both of them.
Now, this fight is like where fans will see you level up, or you're gonna make a statement with this one, or for the division? Is this the fight where you make that statement, let everybody know, hey, I have these two bouts now, and I'm the next one in line. Is this where you make that statement?
Yeah, I think this one more, like I said, man, I think it's more the belts now. Now, like I said, I'll be ranked in the IBF, WBC. Now it's kind of more like making a statement that now I'm like, obviously I always talk my shit and I believe it, but now it's like it's actually facts now. I'm gonna be top 10. It's like now it's like, okay, Tito's not just, obviously we know Tito's for real, but now you can actually have a shot at fighting for a world title. You know what I mean? So I think it's more like me actually really for real knocking on the door this time.
Because
I
in
think
that,
that's the only thing that changes.
because in reality, like when you see the comments on Instagram, like that's the knock on you, right? Is that, oh,
Yeah.
he's talking, but he hasn't been proven.
The
He's
stats aren't there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's but now after you get those two bouts, it's like, yeah, I've been talking, I have these two bouts now. Like everything I've said led me to this point, and I've been proven. So now the next step is to get those two bouts, and then what's next after those
Right.
bouts?
Yeah. I wouldn't say so much like stats because I mean I fought some name opponents, but I mean I guess kind of you say yeah, I mean you see guys that say like, oh, he's not even ranked. I mean that's the main one I see in the I mean they got a point, but I mean they see what I do. So like I said, man, this fight changes everything. So it's kind of like now the whole all these names that I'm calling out could finally happen. They all make sense
Yeah,
now.
and everybody's gonna find something to say anyway. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're not right now, but then they're gonna be like, well, you have a Continental America belt, it's not the real belt, or whatever it is. Like, so it's always gonna be something. But
Right.
as long as you're progressing, that's all that matters, right? You're showing and improving.
Yeah, I give two shits what people say. As long as I'm fighting for that world title sometime later this year or next year and take that shit from anybody, that's really all that matters to me. Then I got everything in my core, and I could finally call these big names that they could finally happen. You feel me? Unless I fight guys that are ducks like Teofimo and shit. One of these guys. You feel me?
Now, your style is aggressive and explosive. How do you balance that with like strategy when you're in there, when you're in the ring?
Um, that's a good question, man. I don't know. I mean, I got like I said, I'm aggressive. I would say obviously I'm a come forward fighter, but kind of just I mean, I'm a smart fighter though. It's just weird. It's just kind of like a habit. You know, I fought that way since my whole life, so it's kind of like I know I could catch somebody, knock them out with a good shot, but I know I gotta still be cautious, but have it entertaining still in a way. You know, obviously I don't want to get caught with a shot. I know I got a chin, but nobody wants to get caught with a shot, right? So I mean, I know how to do it in a pretty smart way where I kind of still box but entertain the fans and just once I fools with a shot or two, first round, their big ass head, they usually like either start running back or I usually hurt them right away. So it's pretty good, and I got a good corner by me, man. They usually kind of, if I ever get a little too antsy trying to go for a knockout or too aggressive, they kind of calm me down, like relax a little bit. You're gonna get the shot, you're gonna knock them out. I'm like, all right, then I relax.
What's your thoughts on the like it's been like kind of circulating recently like the rule for like running like
What rule for running?
so they're trying to bring in the rule for like have these refs. So if you're running a lot, the refs are going to warn you, and then after that, then you get a point deducted for running instead of engaging. Because there's a difference between running and then like not getting hit and then and getting hit, right? You can agree with me, or you I don't know if you don't want to agree with me, but like there's a difference, right? Because boxing is like, yeah, the science, the art, it's the science, the sweet science. But to stay in the pocket and not get hit and then catch somebody, then actually like getting hit and then running away and then like circling out.
Like what the guy did with Canelo.
Yes,
That was running.
Yes, that's running. So like, what are your thoughts on that? Like a new rule, should points be taken away if these fighters are running?
I think so. I think that should be DQ'd, to be honest with you. But you know, I mean, there is a difference. I mean, a lot of dudes run and but there's some dudes that know how to run and engage. At
Yeah.
least looking for counters every time they throw shots. So I mean, there's certain fighters that did that. I don't know if I'm doing a good example, but there's some fights where like obviously not the Roberto Duran fight, but like Sugar Ray Leonard who he would move around, but he would engage. You know what I mean? He would throw shots. So there's certain types of I mean, I guess you could say boxing, right? That's still entertaining to the fans and it's not like boring and like not engaging, I guess. So no, I agree with you. I think they should. I mean, the last weekend that we had, man, that shit was boring. We had like that whole weekend of I mean, come on, dude. I mean, we're paying these guys a lot of money.
Yeah,
These guys gotta get the fuck out of there if they're gonna keep doing that shit.
I feel it.
What homework have you done on your opponent? You've been watching
No
tape and
homework. No homework. I'm just looking at pictures of those belts. How they gonna look on me? How nice they gonna look? That's it. Shit, that's it. No homework on them.
is anybody telling you any of his strengths? Does he have any strengths that you're concerned about or anything of that nature?
Not really. I mean, I let really my pops do the game plans. We bring in sparring that match up to his style, but as far as homework, man, I ain't doing no homework on nobody.
So then
I'm
as
just doing
far as
all
the
that.
people that you're sparring, does that seem like a style that you're going to be able to deal with easily?
Oh, for sure, man. I mean, every fight. I mean, even if I did have a complication with a style before in the past or now, I always find a way to figure it out and adjust to it. And then in the fights, I just make it look easy. You got to remember too, sparring. A lot of dudes could look bad. I always look good in sparring, but a lot of dudes could look bad in sparring, man. Once it comes to the fight, man, they look great. There's good sparring partners, and it's different when you get hit in the lights. When I get hit in the lights, man, it's way different. These
Facts.
guys,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. These guys perform. Some guys perform great in sparring. This guy, he might be looking great in sparring right now, thinking like, oh shit, I'm gonna tag Tito up. When he gets in there, I'm gonna fucking put his lights out. So it's way different. It's way different.
Who would be the ideal person for him to spar to get ready for you?
Honestly, that's a hard one because who the fuck fights like me? That's hard. That's hard. That's hard because I get a mixture of things. Obviously, I know I'm aggressive. I box, got a lot of power, but a lot of people think I'm awkward too. So it's like, how the you? I'm a big guy for the division too. So how the fuck do you get all that in one? It's kind of hard. It's
That's
kind of hard. I don't
crazy.
know.
That's tight. This was crazy.
So the Ring magazine, they just posted that post about the rising American stars and stuff. You're on that list, of course, with like Vargas and Abdullah Mason and who else? Xander Zayas. Like out of those guys, like you see any challenges with them?
Like as far as the guys on my weight right there.
Yeah, in your weight division.
Um,
Yeah, I know. I said Xander, but he's not in your weight division. But like Vargas or Abdullah Mason or even Corral Morton. Morton fights at like 130, right? Or 135.
I think his last fight, he's fat as fuck. He's like 5'3", 140. How the fuck he 5'3",
Yeah.
140? But that nigga overweight. That nigga need to go. I
Or
don't know what
even
he's eating, but
well, what weight class is Bruce Carrington? Is he's like,
I think he's 126. I think, or is
oh
he?
yeah,
Or maybe he just moved up to 130. But yeah, he's
oh
too small. I sparred him before in the past. I whooped his ass. I sparred him when I was an amateur. I was like 17. He's a little older than me. He's probably like 21. First good shot I hit his ass with, he stopped the sparring. He was like, "Hey, what weight class you in?" I was like, "What the hell is this shit?" I was like, "Bro, we literally the same weight, bro. And you older than me." But
yeah.
yeah, I was putting tips on him. He act like he don't know me. I give them the same. I give that nigga Devin Haney PTSD. You know what I mean? He has Devin Haney PTSD when he sees me. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
I don't really see too much challenges with any of those guys, to be honest with you. I think those guys are being matched up carefully, which is smart. I know they're trying to build up all three of them.
yeah,
But hopefully they get built up, man, to be some big names. That way we can make some big fights happen. But honestly, I don't see any challenges with any of those guys. I think they're all overhyped, to be honest.
you think all of them are overhyped? None of them.
I think, I
Out of
mean,
those three guys, like who you think is the best out of those three guys?
Because on the
I think,
cover it's you, Kermiel,
Corral Morton,
yeah,
then
Emiliano Vargas, Xander Zayas, Abdullah Mason, Bruce Carrington, Diego Pacheco, and you.
I think out of the three, I think probably Abdullah Mason's probably better than all three of them.
As far
Um,
as Carrington and who?
and
no, as
Vargas.
far as
Oh no,
Carmel and Emiliano, because they're around
Corral
the same.
Emiliano and
We're all around
Abdullah
the same
Mason.
weight.
Got it.
135, 140. I think he's probably the best one out of them two. But yeah, that's I don't know, man. I think they're all overhyped. I mean, we seen Abdullah get dropped by a dude that y'all saw that shit, right? I don't know what the
Yeah,
hell type of haircut that shit was, but he was putting tips on them. And then Vargas, another guy, man. I think they're just overhyping those guys too much. Same thing for Abdullah, but I mean, as far as entertaining wise, and I mean, he looks to be more complete than the rest of them.
yeah. I think Abdullah. I like Abdullah Mason. Like for he is fast. His footwork's decent. Uh, the power, it's not all the way there, but he has some. But out of those three, I would say like excluding you, but we're talking about those three guys. I think Abdullah and then Vargas and then Carmel Warren's like at the bottom. Like that's how I would rate him.
Yeah, I think Abdullah's the most developed probably out of the three for
Yeah,
sure. He's the most developed. We'll see how he does. He should be able to take out his next opponent. I mean, this opponent I fought too. I knocked his ass out in 2 rounds, so he's already punchy, so he should be able to take him out, hopefully. But he kind of fights weird, so we'll see. But yeah, man, that'll be a good fight once he goes to the 40. I mean, he says he likes appetite for smoking, so we'll see. We'll see if he got the appetite for that once I start cracking him. We'll see.
Sick ass fool. What what do you well, it's safe to say that you're very confident you're gonna win this next fight. What do you see your next couple of fights playing out as? Or is it very hard for
Um,
you still to get a fight at this point?
it's still pretty hard, man. Even for belts on the line, man, it was hard. Nobody wanted to fight. I was like, damn. You would think people would jump on it more because it's a good opportunity, right? You get ranked, you get maybe fucking fight for the title, right? But even that was still hard to get an opponent. He was one of the guys that was willing to, so I'd say, all right, fuck it, we'll do it. Um, but hopefully, man, another fight, man, maybe another fight, and hopefully maybe a title shot if I'm able to, these belts rank me real well, or maybe a fight or two, and after that, I really want a title shot. That's what I really want,
if you had it
and
your
I, and
way,
I, and I think it could work
if you had it your way, who would you fight after this fight? Who would be your
after
next
this.
opponent?
Um, well, obviously, man, if if things went my way, for sure for the title, right, it'll be either Hitchison's or the winner of Puello and Matias. But if I had to get another fight first, another one to rank me lower, probably somebody like, probably somebody like y'all boy Barbosa.
He said
Probably
like
like,
y'all
Young boy.
boy.
probably like y'all boy Barbosa, probably.
That'd be crazy. You wouldn't be scared to fight Matias?
Nah, hell no. People are trying to put me in there. People were trying to put me in them with him when I only had like 10 fights. They
That's
knew. They
intense.
knew. That's what I'm saying. They knew I was ready for it. He just too one dimensional. I sparred dudes like that all the time. Tough dudes. Like I said, for 12, 10 rounds to get hit with Aeon's gloves like that, because he got no defense. I don't know how the fuck he gonna do it. I really don't know how he's gonna do it. But nah, I wouldn't be scared to fight that dude. What's scared? What's scary about him? He's
Well,
already been beat.
I guess that's true, but he's strong.
Yeah, hey, there's a lot of strong dudes. Like I said, I don't know how good his chin is because I seen him get cracked. I seen him get cracked by a couple dudes and he's been wobbled. So I don't know. He talks a big game though. He act like he's the boogeyman, but we'll see. I'll be down to get a
What's
fight with him though if he loses. But I don't know how much credit I'll get if he loses and then I fight him. But
yeah?
we'll see.
What's something the casual fan still doesn't understand about Tito Mercado?
I mean that I'm really like that. A lot of these dudes think that if you're not. A lot of
Yeah.
these dudes think, bro, if you're not like big time media or like they blowing you up like Kermel or these dudes, like they overhyping the shit out of them. They're not really like that. But I get it. For most of my career, I guess I was kind of under the radar. So a lot of them, the casual fans are all on freaking Kermel or the Vargas because his little daddy, and then Abdulla who they're blowing up ESPN, so they're all over there, dick riding him. But I mean, they gotta understand, man. I'm the truth. So once I get those fights, like I said, people gonna understand.
Who would you like to see out of those two gentlemen that we're speaking about outside, or out of the three gentlemen next? So let's say you run through your opponent, which we're rooting for you, pal. All right, we're going for Tito, the boy.
Yeah.
I like your attitude. All right. Who out of those three people would you like to face, and how would you see it going?
What the three guys we just talked about right now, like
Yes,
Abdullah and
sir.
them three.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, probably Vargas first, just because he's at 140. I already know. I already know if I say Abdullah, they're gonna be like, because he's probably the most. I would
Attainable.
say, nah, I wouldn't say, but like Abdullah's probably the most that people think is the most accomplished right now.
No,
Kind of
that's
like
what I'm saying. So you
overhyped.
think Emiliano's more attainable realistically, and Abdullah's a little bit. That's a couple more fights down the road type shit.
Yeah, because people are gonna be complaining. Oh, why you going for a 135? Same shit when I was calling out Shakur. These guys always got something, right? But when they say they go to 140, 154 to go fight Conor Ben and shit, it's cool. So it's like these guys are like just drama queens, dude. So realistically, probably Emiliano Vargas. 'Cause, I mean, he's at 40, so probably him or maybe Carmel because I think his last fight was at 138. But I think realistically, probably Vargas. But if they're smart, they keep him away from me. I'll leave him. I'll leave his ass ended up like his daddy when he got slept by Trinidad, for sure.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn. So, I mean, let's be real though. You're 16. You got 16 knockouts out of 17 fights, so it's clear that either you have extreme knockout power or you're fighting a gang of slouches. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what they all say though. That's what they all say. Um, ultimately,
Uh,
man, I fought some good guys. Obviously, some guys bets and stuff like that, but it's the way I'm taking them out. I mean, you could argue my last guy Pedraza, right? Keyshawn literally just fought him the fight before that, and he took him 6 rounds, and he just fought for a world title, right? So I mean, the way I did it more impressively. I mean, people always, like I said, people always got something to say, but literally Keyshawn Davis, who just fought for the damn world title and won it, right? He just fought him. So I mean, people always got something to say, but I'm gonna just keep taking these guys out. And ultimately, man, it's up to these guys to start taking these fights. I mean, no disrespect, because I know he's your boy, but if Arnold Barboza would have fought me last year, January, I would have did his ass just like I did Pedraza. And
that fool would
worse.
have been your first loss, G. Nah.
That's cap. Hey, y'all saw what Teofimo did to him, and I told you guys, I was telling y'all. Hey,
Nah, that was a
hey,
close fight.
he looked like, nah, hell no, he looked like a rookie. But I mean, look, man, if I get somebody like Barbosa or something, I mean, I guess you could say, I mean, you could kind of say, I mean, I wouldn't say a gatekeeper because he only has one loss, but a top contender like that, I mean, then I could really show y'all. But we need these guys to start accepting fights.
What exactly is the issue you're facing when you're trying to line up these fights? Is a matchmaker not like, is your agent not cool with all the matchmakers or some shit? Like, what the fuck is the issue? You know what I'm saying? Like, or are they just scared? Fools are just turning it down.
They complaining I'm knocking them out too quick. So I'm gonna start, y'all gonna start laying bets on me. Y'all gonna start laying them down in the later rounds now because I'm gonna start taking my time a little longer. I think that's the main thing. They just don't like the way I'm sleeping these dudes.
That's gotta be rough. Like to perform that well and get punished for it in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, 'cause if you see most of my knockouts, they're under 4 rounds. So I mean, it's kind of, a lot of these guys just don't want to get slept on TV. I don't blame them. Shit, I wouldn't want to get slept either. Shit, but somebody got to do it. Somebody got to be a victim, and we got one next Saturday, so I ain't worried about it.
Down ass Tito. What else you got for this wonderful gentleman?
Just prediction time. So you saying it's gonna go past the fourth round? So if we're placing bets, What, 6, 7? Or
Uh, nah, cause low key it's gonna be like my first real title fight, so I'm gonna sleep his ass. I mean, shit. I mean, if I'm already getting punished for it, might as well just sleep his ass. Shit, fuck all that. Might as well just sleep his ass.
How-
I'm not gonna
how-
do all that.
under 4?
I say for sure under 4. I'm not gonna say exact round because you know what I'm saying, but it's gonna be usually the round that I say it's gonna be in. Like I usually know is usually in that round. Like Pedraza I said it's gonna be 4. Nakatila I said it's gonna be 2. Like all these guys that I said the rounds it was actually those rounds. So realistically under 4 for sure.
I ain't mad at it.
What's the walkout song? You got it planned already, or
Nah, I actually don't have it. I'm trying to maybe do a special entrance out there. We'll see. We'll see if they don't if Hitchens don't fucking hate on me and stop me from doing all that shit probably because so I know sometimes they got like I won't say limitations, but like they got like certain airtime, so sometimes they can't do all that because they already have like maybe that main event already got something set up. So it's like we'll see. I'm gonna try to do something special. If not, I'll figure out the walkout song.
if you had to KO one fighter from history just to shut up the critics, who would it be?
Damn, from history.
Yeah,
Damn,
just to shut
damn.
up the critics. Like, hey, if you knock this fool out, like they can't say shit about you no more.
Mm, probably, probably Shakur. To be honest, probably Shakur. 'Cause I mean, I would say nah, probably Shakur. 'Cause I mean, I would say Floyd, but I mean, Floyd. I mean, he's a good. I mean, he's a good fighter, but I mean, yeah, probably Shakur. Just 'cause I really don't like probably Shakur. They swear special. Probably Shakur. Yeah.
What do you think about the Shakur and Cepeda fight? How do you see that playing out?
I mean, Shakur should be able to beat him. I mean, Tevin Farmer was putting hands on Cepeda, and I don't think so. I mean, Tevin Farmer's. I mean, if we be honest, he's kind of past his shit already. So, I mean, Shakur should be able to beat him, but I mean, you never know. I mean, never know. I doubt he overwhelms him though. I don't think. I think Shakur's gonna run. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I don't think Cepeda's ever gonna be able to get off his punches. So I think it's gonna be a boring fight. So hopefully they implement that rule that you're talking about. The
Yeah.
fucking DQ. They'll DQ Shakur's ass, and then you got Cepeda by DQ.
Well, that fight would be the perfect fight for that role because
It'll be
you have a
perfect.
pressure fighter and then you have one that
Do you call that running what he does, or does he hit and move?
he hit and runs.
He hits and runs.
It depends
He's out
what
here
fighter
driving
he's
with no
fighting.
license. He has no license, so he's hitting and running.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because there's a
You gotta
difference. Like
rewatch that. You gotta watch that.
Floyd Mayweather was a hit and move guy. He wasn't running because he has knockouts. He's done shit. He stayed in the pocket. Like if you see, but then you have like Skull. That's what Shakur's been doing. Like yes, he's
That
fast.
skull fight was crazy to witness.
So, Shakur's fast, so he uses that to his advantage, right? He'll hit you and he takes like 2 steps back, but he's really fast, so he moves back fast. Like he's not really staying out there.
Nah,
I
you
don't
take
know.
one step forward, he takes like 5 steps back. Crazy.
What if this fool gets socked by Montreal and he starts running like Skull?
Oh. Yeah.
That's wild, champ. I ain't
That's
Barbosa. I ain't
Oh,
Barbosa. I'm not gonna lie.
man.
Barbosa
I
stood
ain't.
in there, brother.
No, he did not. Oh my goodness. He was stood in there like a punching bag. Stop it.
Oh
Stop
man,
it. Montreal's gonna get slept. He ain't gonna land one shot. That's the fact of
fuck!
the
If this
matter.
fool knocks him out in the first round, that'd be so fire. All respects to Montreal, but you know how we do it up here. I rock with this fool Tito, so you know what? I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a couple $100 down on the first round, brother. Don't for us, all right? We're going to
Nah,
stake
but
48 if you knock him out in the first round, brother. Stupid up. What else? What else is cracking with you? Everything been smooth though? Camp been good?
yeah, camp's been great, man. Should we leave next week? So shit, I'm just ready to get locked and loaded over there. Ready to get locked and loaded.
How
Yeah,
soon do
man.
you like to fly into town, whatever town you have to be in? So this is East Coast, so you're 3 hours behind or whatever, however you want to phrase it. Do you like to get into New York the same week, a couple weeks before, or how does it work for you usually?
If I'm fighting in the US for sure, like a week. I mean, within that week, no later than like if I'm fighting Saturday, no later than Tuesday. So I think that's what we're doing this time. And but if I'm fighting out of country, damn, I need a little longer. Probably like I might even do the camp out there. So maybe like for sure over a month though, for sure if I'm fighting out of country.
That's dope. So you can acclimate correctly and shit.
Yeah, 'cause different countries way different. I feel like, I mean, if you fight in the US, I mean, you really just the time difference. So you just got to get used to that sleep schedule. But then that's nothing really too crazy like that.
That's cool. This was finally gonna get some belts. When you win, I demand that you come in with your
With
belts,
the belts.
and then we could
For
just
sure.
clown.
For sure. I'm down.
Tito, dog, sick ass fool. Well, shit. It's always a pleasure. Tito Mercado, soon to be North America's IBF champ, WBC Continental champ, and our champ here at the Casual Experts. We're gonna make a belt, G. We're gonna present you that belt.
You gonna
How much
make
does it
one?
cost? How much does it cost for that stupid shit? Probably like 100, 200 bucks or something.
Yeah, it's not that to make like a little belt. Yeah. Like
And we'll just on the sides, we'll put all the fools he's knocked out.
That'd be wild.
you gotta just make sure the belt's your size so it fits all the names.
That's fine. Well, shit, brother. It's always a pleasure. Like I said, you got anything you got for the people before we clock out?
Nah, man, just tune in June 14th on the Zone, man. Right there in Madison Square Garden. Or if you're there in New York, pull up. You already know what I do every time, man. I put people in the ass and I entertain people. So I mean, just that's it, man. Just stay tuned.
You're the man, Tito. Thank you so much. We apologize for the difficulty in the beginning. We'll tap in, brother. Thank you so much.
It's all good. Appreciate it.
Later, brother.
All right, good luck.
Peace out.
You're just a casual.